Ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellencies, honored guests, welcome to the President's residence. We are about to begin the welcoming ceremony. Please proceed to the South Lawn Plaza in front of the stage to take your seats. We kindly ask that you silence your phones. Thank you.
סטריש.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will shortly the State of Israel, His Excellency Mr. Isaac Herzog, the First Lady Mrs. Michal Herzog, and the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs, Mr. Israel Katz. Please be seated. Your Excellencies, heads of diplomatic missions, heads of international organizations, honorable heads of religious communities, military attachés, honorary consuls, the special delegation from Keren HaYesod, dear distinguished guests, Shalom. Welcome to the presidential reception hosted by the President of the State of Israel, His Excellency, Mr. Isaac Herzog, and the First Lady, Mrs. Michal Herzog, to mark the 76th Independence Day of the State of Israel. Since the founding, Israel has reached out in peace to the nations and peoples of the world, striving to establish robust, stable, and fruitful ties that have proven their strength more than ever during the last months. Your participation today in this significant and complex year for the State of Israel represents a vivid message of faithful partnership between our countries. 76 years ago, the State of Israel was established to provide a home for the Jewish people after thousands of years of exile. 76 years of creativity in all fields have made Israel an oasis and a prosperous, strong, and leading country. Through each struggle against every challenge in the history of the Jewish people, we echo one unwavering response to all those who sought our harm. Long live Israel, or as we say in Hebrew, Am Yisrael Chai.
From the very beginning, our story was one of challenge and resilience. Not once did we wander in the dark, but the title of our story has always been Long Live Israel. Forged by adversity and courage, rooted in universal values and ancient dreams, the State of Israel is the testament to this unbreakable spirit. Long live Israel means not only surviving, but thriving. We remain unstoppable in our journey towards peaks of innovation, growth, and prosperity. A journey towards leading the world in technological ingenuity and economic vitality. A journey to bring Israeli harmonies, flavors, artistry, and culture to the global stage. Long Live Israel is an expression of courage and might. It is our national triumph and our spiritual code. Long Live Israel reminds our neighbors in the region, near and far, of the history we share and the future we hope to build. It invites the family of nations to celebrate compassion, peace, and tolerance, and reject exclusion, anti-Semitism, and xenophobia. It is a colorful chorus of hope and determination, rising from the mountains, across deserts and cities, declaring, Long live Israel. It is the beating heart of the Israeli experience and our enduring commitment to future generations. In the face of evil, we will inflame the good. To expel the darkness underground, we will illuminate the skies. Together, we stand tall and hold our heads high. Long live Israel has always been and always will be our story.
שלום. Don't be afraid to fall in love and let your heart break even if you lose it all along the way. And when you wake up in the morning and you live your life, don't be afraid to go and seize the day. Always searching where you came from, always winding up where you had just begun. To find the beauty in it all, and then you dance till you collapse because you know you've found the one. Don't sit and let your life pass by. You find there's moments in time where you leave an impression. And don't forget to stop and recognize and realize all that you've learned from life's lesson. To hold her close to me at nighttime. When she's sleeping, the whole world just disappears. To breathe her deeply in the moonlight and to know for her I'll always be right here. לא לפחד להתאהב, שישבר הלב, לא לפחד בדרך לאבד. לקום כל בוקר ולצאת על החיים ולנסות הכל לפני שיגמר. לחפש מאיפה באנו ולחזור בסוף תמיד להתחלה. למצוא בכל דבר עוד יופי ולרקוד עד שנופלים מעייפות או אהבה. מכל הרגעים בזמן למצוא אחד לאחוז בו, להגיד שהגענו. תמיד לזכור לרגע לעצור ולהודות על מה שיש ומאיפה שבאנו. לחבק אותה בלילה, כשהיא נרדמת אז כל העולם נרגע. לנשום אותה עמוק, לדעת שתמיד אני אהיה שם בשבילה. Don't sit and let your life pass by. You find those moments in time where you leave an impression. And don't forget to stop and recognize all that you've learned from life's lessons. לחבק אותה בלילה, כשהיא נרדמת אז כל העולם נרגע. לנשום אותה עמוק, לדעת שתמיד אני אהיה שם בשבילה.
The wonderful musical works we just heard and will hear today are the brainchild of the singer-songwriter Idan Reichel, alongside artists from the Idan Reichel Project. Thank you, Idan Reichel. There is no doubt that this year we face an entirely different Independence Day, which we mark with mixed emotions amid a complex period for Israeli society. It is a period in which our soldiers are still fighting on all fronts, and our wounded are struggling to recover. A time when bereaved families are coping with devastating loss. Thousands of Israelis have not yet returned to their homes, and while we sit in this lavishly green and pleasant garden, 132 Israeli hostages are still being held in captivity under terrible and life-endangering conditions in Gaza. As a sign of solidarity with the hostages and their families, and out of a deep longing for their return, at the entrance to the President's residence today are displayed 132 yellow shirts. Each shirt tells the story of a hostage being held captive in Gaza. 132 shirts, 132 stories, 132 names and faces. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to introduce the President of the State of Israel, His Excellency, Mr. Isaac Herzog, who will address us today.
My wife, Michal, and I, dear guests, are very happy to welcome all of you, ambassadors and representatives of so many nations, to the President's residence in Jerusalem. These are difficult times, and the presence of all of you here today is not a given. I welcome my good friend, Foreign Minister Israel Katz, and wish him well. And also Director General of the Foreign Ministry, Yaakov Blitzstein, and salute the entire diplomatic corps of Israel, who works tirelessly to spread Israel's message abroad, to keep open, candid, and fruitful dialogue going with our friends and allies from around the world. I'm also honored to have a delegation here of Jewish leaders from all over the world under the auspices of Keren HaYesod, a historic Zionist organization of great importance. I want to acknowledge Keren HaYesod's leadership from all over the world, Chairman of the World Board of Trustees, Stephen Lowy, and his family, World Chairman Sam Grundwerk, and the incredible group of ILR leaders. Thank you all for being here. Dear friends, as I said, these are indeed difficult times. And yet there is still so much to be grateful for on this 76th Independence Day of Israel. Our improbable story in Israel is a story of bold and obstinate hope, a story of rising from the depths again and again to build and rebuild the world in the image of our dreams. Hope has always been defined by us, and it continues to do so now. And when Hamas launched its rampage of murder, rape, and abduction on October 7th, it was not only trying to weaken and hurt the state of Israel, it was trying to weaken the pillars of peace, of free, open, democratic societies. It was trying to weaken the path of innovation, progress, and prosperity. And it was especially trying to weaken the winds of warm peace that were blowing throughout our region and promising real change. For the security and integrity of every nation, we must not allow this. We must stand together as champions of moderation, democracy, and peace. We must speak loudly and forcefully against the startling spike of anti-Semitism, which is exposing the dangers of a corrosive hate that still lurks within societies all over the world. Most importantly, we must stand together as a family of nations and respond decisively to this despicable ongoing crime against humanity by Hamas, the cruel abduction of men, women, and children of so many different nationalities for over 220 days, our hostages. We call upon all nations on all of humanity to act forcefully in order to bring them back home as soon as possible. The world cannot enable international forums to be violated by this evil force or be misused. Dear friends, true victory in the fight against radical hate will come not only when we have defeated the terrorists, returned our hostages, and rebuild our communities, but when we also build a new corridor of collaboration and connectivity across the Middle East. It can be done. I look forward to working together with all of you to get there. Thank you, dear friends. Let's do it. Yom Ha'atzmaut Sameach to all of you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, Mr. President. Ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to welcome the Honorary Minister of Foreign Affairs of the State of Israel, Mr. Israel Katz.
Honorable Yitzhak Herzog, President of the State of Israel, First Lady, Director General Eyal Shviki, respected ambassadors and diplomatic staff, distinguished guests. Today, we celebrate the 76th Independence Day of the State of Israel here in Jerusalem, the eternal capital of the Jewish people. We have built a democratic, strong, and advanced country which leads in many fields in the world. This year, our Independence Day is overshadowed by the brutal massacre carried out by the terrorist organization Hamas, who attacked peaceful citizens in their homes and young people at the Nova Festival. They raped women, murdered them, and mutilated their bodies. They burned babies alive. They shot children in front of their parents' eyes and parents in front of their children's eyes. Over 1,200 innocent Israelis were murdered, and over 250 were kidnapped into the tunnels of Gaza. It was the most difficult day for the Jewish people since the Holocaust. Hamas wanted to shock the Israeli society, but it unified us, and we are fighting to bring all our hostages home, destroy Hamas, and restore security to the people of Israel. We are paying a heavy price. Our brave soldiers are aware of the dangers, but are determined to fight until the goals are achieved. The State of Israel makes every effort to provide extensive humanitarian aid to the residents of Gaza despite the opposition of Hamas. The world must back Israel. Our war is your war, and the war of the entire free world against the evil axis led by Iran. Iran is the head of the snake. Iran founded, armed, and trained the proxy terrorist organization in the region. Hezbollah in Lebanon, Hamas and the Islamic Jihad in Gaza, Houthis in Yemen and in the Red Sea, and the Shiite militias in Iraq and Syria. Iran works against Israel and against moderate Arab countries, European countries, and the entire free world. Just a few weeks ago, we saw how Iran attacked Israel with hundreds of missiles, rockets, and drones. Israel will always know how to defend itself against the threat of Iran. We thank the US and our allies in the world and in the region who stood with us during the Iranian attack. Iran must not have nuclear weapons, and we must do everything to prevent this. The free world must impose heavy sanctions on Iran to stop it today before it is too late. I'm convinced that after the war in Gaza ends, the region will move further, more peace agreements and normalization. I invite everyone, including the Palestinians, to be part of the vision of economic growth and prosperity. Happy Independence Day. Thank you.
Nanu ne kan shalay guday nanu ne kan shalay guday gefshi shat fatigeshi kuyenel benalaten sheval lager lechi yemtamer sonaten savlechenem lechit egavu yununalen yetesenkelo mania ordenenalen nanu ne kan shalay guday nanu ne kan shalay guday
ממעמקים קראתי אלייך בואי אליי בשובך יחזור שוב האור בעיניי לא גמור לא עוזב המגע בידייך שיבוא ויעיר למשמע כל
ננו ne kan shalay guday nanu ne kan shalay guday
ממעמקים קראתי אלייך בואי אליי מול ירח מאיר הדרכך שוב אליי נפרסו ונמסו מול מגע של ידייך באוזנייך לוחש שואל מי זה קורא לך הלילה הקשיבי מי שר בקול עלייך אל חלומך מי שם נפשו שתהי מאושרת מי ישים יד ויבנה את ביתך מי ייתן חייו ישימה מתחתייך מי כעפר לרגלייך יחיה מי יאהבך עוד מכל אוהבייך מי מכל רוח רעה יצילך מן העמקים
nanu ne kan shalay guday nanu ne kan shalay guday
ממעמקים קראתי אלייך בואי אליי מול ירח מאיר הדרכך שוב אליי נפרסו ונמסו מול מגע של ידייך, באוזנייך לוחש שואל, מי זה קורא לך לילה? הקשיבי, מי שר בקול אלייך אל חלונך, מי שם נפשו שתי מאושרת, מי ישים יד ויבנה את ביתך, מי ייתן חייו ישימה מתחתייך, מי כעפר לרגלייך יחיה, מי יאהבך עוד מכל אוהבייך, מי מכל רוח רעה יצילך ממעמקים. מי זה קורא לך לילה? הקשיבי, מי שר בקול אלייך אל חלונך, מי שם נפשו שתי מאושרת, מי ישים יד ויבנה את ביתך, מי ייתן חייו ישימה מתחתייך, מי כעפר לרגלייך יחיה, מי יאהבך עוד מכל אוהבייך, מי מכל רוח רעה יצילך ממעמקים.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Kaubar Kasai and Maya Abraham. Thank you. Even in a challenging year, we are together. The musical project, I founded in Israel about 20 years ago, brings the voices and the sounds that make up the face of the Israeli society. It ranges from the music of the immigrants from Ethiopian villages to classic and electronic music in Israel, from east to west. Music is a bridge, and I wish we would always be united by it. Today, too, I'm not alone. It is my honor to invite to the stage Mr. Luai Ali. He's a wonderful singer and a member of the Druze community, our brothers in times of peace and in times of war. And with me, singer Maya Abraham, who has been by my side for years.
كل دقيقة من عمري ذكرى قديمة بتخيل بحلم تناديلي، قلبي موجوع كتير، ممكن تتذكر ممكن تنسى، انت بقلبي الكل. كل شي انقال وما انقال حكى كل شي، بغيابك بكيت العصافير، سمعت صوت بعيد ناطرك انا عالشباك تحس بروحك. من كل الحب الممكن احلم فيه انا طلبتك انت، رح تسمع صوتي بيناديك، رح تسمع، رح تتذكر لحظة صوت حلو، رح تحس بلمسة ايدك. من كل الحب الممكن تحلم فيه انا طلبتك انت، رح تسمع صوتي بيناديك، رح تسمع، رح تتذكر لحظة صوت حلوة رح تحس بلمسة ايدك.
כל רגע שנשמע זיכרון ישן, וכל מה שנשכח עם השנים, כל שכבר עבר. האם תזכור אותם? האם תדע אתה שם בכולם? כל מכתב שלא נכתב, כל שנאמר, בכל סימן אשר נגלה אליי ואומר אותך. הבוקר שעולה עלינו שירח בחלון, מכל האהבות שיש לחלום ביקשתי ליותך. האם תשמע קולי קורא לך? האם תדע? האם תזכור שתיקות יפות, את לחישת קולך, את מגע ידך? מכל האהבות שיש לחלום ביקשתי ליותך. אתה רחוק ממני וליבי חסר אותך, ולא ביקשתי לי דבר מלבד להיות שלך, מלבד להיות איתך. ביקשתי לי אותך. האם תשמע קולי קורא לך? האם תדע? האם תזכור שתיקות יפות, את לחישת קולך, את מגע ידך? מכל האהבות שיש לחלום ביקשתי לי אותך. אתה רחוק ממני וליבי חסר אותך, ולא ביקשתי לי דבר מלבד להיות שלך, מלבד להיות איתך. אתה שם בכולם.
Many thanks to Idan Reichel, Maya Abraham, Luai Ali, and Kabra Kasai. And now for the traditional Independence Day photograph with our host. I'm honored to invite the heads of missions to the stage, to the right-hand stage. And the military attachés to the left-hand stage. I am honored to invite the President of the State of Israel, His Excellency Mr. Isaac Herzog, the First Lady, Mrs. Michal Herzog, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs, the Honorable Mr. Israel Katz, to the stage. Thank you, honorary consuls, military attachés. Thank you.